you? Oh, whether you're riding the bus or in your room studying, do you find yourself constantly listening to your music player at extreme loud volumes? Because if you do so, there may be extreme repercussions to you doing so. Today I'm going to inform you of two things. One, that music affects your emotions. And two, that not managing how often you listen to your music player or how loud you listen to that music player may result in loss of hearing. So let's talk about emotions. Medical news today suggests if you really want to get rid of a foul mood, try listening to a little bit of music. An article from Medical News Today says that a study out of Penn State finds that music really can soothe a savage beast. And it really doesn't matter what type of music you're listening to. It's all about if you like it or not. So if you like hard rock, that can actually make your negative feelings go away and positive feelings come in. Music also affects us emotionally to the point where we're able to learn better. Now this next study that I'm about to tell you about, it astonished me to the point where I read it. I had to Google the man to see if it was actually true, and it was. Dr. George Lozanov, a psychologist from Bulgaria, he was teaching at a school and he was teaching a foreign language class. And he used classical music at about 60 beats per minute to devise a better way for them to pick up the language. Now, this right here is astonishing. The students learned up to 1,000 words or phrases per day, and the students' retention rate was an astonishing 92%. And Lozanov proved that foreign languages could be learned fairly well in 30 days. Also, Albert Einstein, we all know about him, one of the great geniuses to walk this earth. When talking about his theory of relativity, he said, and I quote, "It occurred to me by intuition, and music was the driving force behind that intuition." So he basically said, I figured out this theory through intuition, but music drove me to that intuition. And it is widely known that whenever he would struggle with math problems or struggle with trying to figure something out, he would go and play the violin to release stress and to give him a new look at things. Now while listening to music has these positive effects that you may take advantage of, at the same time we all know that too much of anything can be harmful. iLounge.com is a website that provides information on iPods and iPhones, and it's actually a registered thing of Apple. It provides information on iPods and iPhones and accessories related to that type of stuff. In one of their articles, iLounge stressed that we should manage how often we listen to our iPod and how loud we listen to it. It also said that listening to loud music for long periods of time throughout the day can result in loss of hearing. And recently, in the last few years, doctors have seen a drive up in statistics saying that youngsters are beginning to lose more hearing than ever before. Most people will argue that, well, I go to concerts and that really doesn't affect my hearing. But the difference between that is by the time the sound from the speaker travels through everybody you're around and gets to your ear, the music softens up by that time. But as you're listening to your iPod, the music doesn't have to travel anywhere. The headphones are already in your ear, which means that whatever volume you're listening to, it goes straight into your ear. So what iPod suggests that you do is buy these type of headphones. You can actually pass them around. They have cushions on them. And what those cushions do is that once you stick them in your ear, it blocks out all outside noise, and that allows you to listen to that iPod at very, very low volumes and still hear it very well because all the outside noise is blocked out. So I'll leave you with this. Remember that yes, music has many positive attributes that you should and can take advantage of as far as getting you in the mood to do things, giving you positive feelings, getting rid of negative feelings, and things, and helping you learn better. But remember that hearing aids cost much more than iPods, and they're definitely not as cool. So manage how often and how loud you listen to your iPods. Thank you.